Hi everybody, this is Roxy, and I just wanted to show you how to make the Hostess note card sets. So let's get started. You just need a 12 by 12 paper for the pack to hold the cards. And what you do is you score it down at 6 inches and then score it at 4 inches up from the bottom. That is if you have a paper or patterned paper that doesn't have an obvious up and down pattern. If it does have an obvious up and down pattern, then just cut it at 4 inches. And then you'll take that piece and put it on the inside so that it's up and down. But in this case, it's not. We don't have to worry about that, so you can just score it here. And we'll just simply fold that up, and then you have your pocket. Now with the pockets I made, I like to kind of give it a little bit of a movement. And so I'll remind you what that looks like so you can kind of get the idea of it again. Oh, I have the wrong one, of course. Oops. So we cut it at 2 3/4 inches for this side pocket, and then we just follow that up to the 4 inches on top. So I'll show you how to do that. All you do is take your ruler and make a mark at 2 3/4, and another one over here at 2 3/4. Draw your line to the middle score line, and then from that point find your put your ruler from the line up to the end here. And then if you're really anal, you can cut this on your cutter just by cutting to here, and then, but I'm not, so. And then I always save this cut piece, especially if I'm going to be making a lot of them, because then I can just use this as a template. And then you'll want to just erase your marks if they're showing. But keep this, because next time you do it, you can just hold that down and cut it right along it as a template. And I hope I'm in camera here. Now, excuse me, on my other ones, I put eyelets here. I'm not going to do that right now. You could also just simply glue it there. But if you put the eyelets there, then you want to run your ribbon. And I'll show you how we run the ribbon. You have 2 eyelets on either side, and then an inside eyelet right on the inside. You don't have to put an eyelet in here on any of them really, but it's just for decorative purposes. I didn't put an eyelet in the middle, but what you do is you run your ribbon from the inside out to the next one, out in the front, and then run it inside, and then outside here. And I just added little, tied little knots just to kind of give a little decorative effect. But I'm not going to put ribbon like that on this one. I'm going to do it a little bit different. But I mentioned in the last video, when it comes to this pocket, you really want to either use red line tape or glue. ATG gun tape doesn't hold it enough, because when you get your note cards inside, you're going to have a little bit of pressure from those being in the pocket, and the ATG gun tape just doesn't hold it. So I usually use Tombow Mono Aqua. That is like my favorite glue. I know everybody has their favorites, but that's always a good one for me. Excuse me. I have allergies, so pardon my clearing my throat, but that's just what I do at this time of year, and actually practice all year round. So there we have the cover, and I'm just going to decorate it real quickly. Just so you can do anything with it. I mean, however you want to decorate it, whatever cards you want to put in. And the cards are, for the note cards, just take a piece of 8.5 by 11 and cut it, the height ways, cut it at 5 1/4, and you've got 2 note cards that are 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. 4 1/4. 5 1/2. I'm sorry, 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to just put this on here and do a little bit of decorating. These are the cards that I made for it. They're a little bit old-fashioned, and I think my mother-in-law will like that. I made a video tutorial on my little bow, and they're so easy to make. If you have trouble tying pretty bows, check out that tutorial because they are easy, and once you learn how to do it, you'll wish you knew it a long time ago. But anyway, so I'm going to just maybe be quiet for a while. Oh, you know what? I won't. Because this glue I mentioned in a different tutorial, this is fabric tack. And this is the best glue for ribbon because it doesn't show through. It, you know, once you stick it down, it is down for good. I actually have a couch that I wanted to put bouillon fringe on. And I thought, oh, I'm going to have to sew it. It's going to take forever. And I thought, gee, fabric tack, duh. That bouillon is not going to come off, and it looks fine. You don't get, you don't get the globby. It doesn't show through, and it works like a charm. I am going a little bit light on this because I do have. Oh, I should also say this ribbon is from May Arts, and that's kind of a nice source if you use a lot of ribbon. May Arts has gorgeous ribbon. I've been buying their ribbon for years, and their prices are good. They only have a $50 minimum order, and you can get like this black check ribbon. Oh, it was like 30 yards, I think, for about $11 for 30 yards. And what I do is, like if I do Christmas cards, I do about 70, 80, 100 every year. And so I pick out, I figure out what I want to do, and then I get my ribbon. But I've also, like, to justify 30 yards or 50 yards of ribbon, I'll sell some on Etsy because, or even just, give it away. I mean, big deal. Okay, so I will just do my little cover here. But check out May Arts. They have beautiful ribbons and really good quality. I have a lot of their organza ribbon because I just love organza. But really nice quality ribbon. I mean, it's top of the line. And I think it's a good price, for $50. Oops, you can get probably, I suppose, well, about 4 or 5 really nice rolls of ribbon. This is, I don't even know whose stamp this is. I'd have to check. And then I use Tombow markers also instead of, and everybody uses Copic, but I bought Tombows when they kind of first came out. And for as little as I mark stuff up with markers, the $2.50 you pay for a Tombow. I mean, I've tried the Copic. They are beautiful markers. They're wonderful, but I just don't color enough to justify that cost. But so if you're in the same boat, Tombows are wonderful markers. And they come in a huge array of colors. So I'm just going to quick.